Well, let's talk to Roberta Metsola, who is a member of the European Parliament, and she joins us now from Malta via webcam. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Malta is also one of those countries that has a lot of migrants come through it. What is your solution to this escalating problem?
Well, ever since Malta has joined the European Union a little over than 10 years ago, we have said that this is a European issue, a European problem that requires a European solution. And this sense of urgency has now come to us in the European Parliament, where we are seeking across the political spectrum of the Parliament consensus on various concrete actions, ranging from solidarity with the most affected member states, such as Malta, Italy and Greece, to more to better action to combat the traffickers, to seeing what we can do in the countries of origin. We just heard the Italian Prime Minister saying what we can do in Libya, because as a result of the chaos that there is anarchy with which the human traffickers nobody is controlling such traffickers, and it is the migrants that are at their mercy, making them board rickety boats and facing a certain death. We're also needing to look at legal routes to migration. How will we prevent these persons from fleeing poverty and war, and seeing that the only solution for them is to board such boats and face such death, with the Mediterranean remaining a cemetery. One thing also that I am pushing for us to look into and analyze is redeploying assets that have already been committed, and therefore we would look at a short-term solution for such assets to be redeployed to the Mediterranean. For example, we have managed to practically eradicate piracy off the Gulf of Aden, off Somalia. Why don't we manage to do the same thing in the Mediterranean? Why is there no political will? Why do we bicker between all the European institutions?
Roberta, I'm going to interrupt you there, because you're talking about a sense of urgency, and yet you've got the European Parliament saying that it will have a report ready by Christmas, a policy discussion report ready by Christmas, whereas so far this year already 1,000 people have lost their lives. Why? There seems there is no urgency. Briefly, if you will.
Well, this is why I have just mentioned an immediate solution: redeploying funds that have already been committed to the Mediterranean. We have two things that we need to do now. First of all, fight against the human trafficking and save lives. Until we find something that we can do now, such as that, then we will not be addressing the solution. However, the report that we are preparing, and it will take us this time because we want convergence and agreement across the board, will need to be coupled with action from the member states. And we are asking all the governments of all 28 member states to get together today before tomorrow, and also see how to implement solidarity on the ground and save lives.
OK, Roberta, let's hope that will happen. Roberta Metsola, member of the European Parliament, speaking to us from Malta. Thank you very much for your time.